Hi everyone. Today I'm going to present about testing in software development lifecycle. Here are my audience. Kiran, could you please help me to shoot the rest of my presentation?
Okay.
Hi. I guess it's going to be fun learning exercise, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Start.
Okay, as I said, today we'll be discussing about testing in software lifecycle development. As many of us know that in our daily lives we use a lot of software products, and in any standard commercial product we find defects. So it's not completely possible to eliminate all the defects, but at least we can locate them and then fix them in early stages of development life cycle. So today we'll go through about what is testing and why testing is important, what are the sub-activities and different kinds of testing and different kinds of testing. So let's talk about testing first. Let's go with the definition of testing. So before that, I would like to say that I worked as a test lead for the last 10 years, and I was doing presentations and trainings, and also knowledge transfer sessions and mentoring my testers in my group. So I would like to give the importance of the testing. So we start with what is testing. So testing is an activity to evaluate the software against the system requirements. So again, we can also define as testing is a process which is executed against the software program or project with the intention of finding defects. So now let's look into the different sub-activities involved in testing. So what all sub-activities in testing are? It's test planning, writing test cases, test execution, and reporting the defects, and also submitting the test progress reports during the test execution period as well as test completion report at the end of testing. So we can also we can define the test strategy in the test planning. So first I would like to give you a diagram about software development cycle, which looks like this. These are the different phases in software development life cycle: project planning, requirement definition, design, development, integration and testing, and installation and acceptance. So in test planning, we do a planning of a project where the feasibility of the project and the feasibility financially and developing the project. And next stage is the requirement definition, where all the requirements are defined. And here the requirements are discussed with different groups and the feedback is incorporated, if any, given by different teams. Next comes design, where the technology is determined and design is determined. And designing, in designing stage, the deliverables are low-level and high-level design documents. And in development stage, where the code is constructed, and this is the testing part, where testing is done, major testing is done. And this is the implementation part, where after the testing, when test completion, when all testing has been completed and all defects found with high severity have been fixed and verified, that goes to the implementation phase. So let's look what we have in test planning. So in test planning, we identify the functions, the major functions, and determine the scope of each function. And we also determine the resources needed, the hardware resources, the human resources, as well as testware resources. And again, we have test entrance criteria, test exit criteria, and we also define test strategy, as well as the risk throughout the entire test execution period. And also next week came across test readiness, which we need to be ready with the human resources with all the trainings needed, all tools in place, installed within the hardware, and the test data. In test planning, we have identified the test data, and in test readiness, we have the data ready with all the documents or files or data needed in database or in files. Then next comes the different kinds of testing. One is unit testing, which is mostly done by developers, and the other one is functionality testing and regression testing and integration testing and system testing. Unit testing is mainly done by developers. They try to test the piece of code they have tested, and by giving different kinds of inputs and test the outputs. And whereas functionality testing, we testers execute test cases against the functionality and make sure that each piece of functionality is working according to the requirements. And next comes the integration testing, where we try to integrate different modules and tests together by integrating the modules. And next comes the system testing. System testing is once the unit testing, functionality testing, integration testing has been completed, system testing is installed with other softwares to test the interoperability with other softwares, like how the system is responding with other systems. So the whole end-to-end testing will be done in system testing. So in all these testings, we expect defects, and defects are documented. Defects are documented and has to be reported to the management, and also we periodically send out the test progress reports, and also at the end of the completion, we do the test completion report and send it to the management, by which the quality of the product can be determined. So these are the different kinds of testing. So we have learned today the testing, different sub-activities in testing, as well as life cycle, software development life cycle, and different types of testing. So I would like to conclude that testing is very important to produce a very quality product. So I hope you learned a lot about testing, and if